Taurus, Taurus sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Taurus, starting today, the 11th of June, 2023. We're streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube is the lovely Deline, and moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, Deline and Dre. And thank you, Taurus and friends of Taurus, for joining us today for this general reading. I'm reading with this Tarot Noir, which is a lovely deck. Big deck. Hard to shuffle with deck, but gorgeous nonetheless. This is my own homemade Van spray. I've already used it to purify this space. You can find in the video description of this video on YouTube a link to purchase this deck, and also a link on how you can make your own Van should you decide to. Now, if you're watching this on a restream on YouTube, make sure that you know, if you don't feel like watching this shuffling I'm going to be doing for a while, for a few minutes anyway, you can use the timestamp and get right to the reading. Like I said, general reading, 2-week reading, all Taurus, sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign, goes out to a lot of Taurus. So if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you personally, disregard it. It's probably not for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your other signs, or remember that we always have a general reading for all signs each and every day except for Monday. You can find the most recent restreams for all of those quite easily on my website at ariels-corner.com, Ariel's Corner with a hyphen.com. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that right in the platform if you'd like. If you're watching live on YouTube, you could use a super sticker or super chat. If you're on a restream, you could use a super thanks. If you'd prefer to give a donation on our PayPal platform, you can do that by going to paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga, paypal.me/Ariel Gatoga. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. And you can watch on Twitch without any ads by subscribing to us. We have a shop at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. That's an affiliate store, which means we make a small commission off of each and every sale. We do appreciate your support, but that's not why we're here. The reason we're here is to give you a reading, Taurus, and I'm excited to do that. So let's get to it. Mrs. Pruitt, I'm going to give this deck a nice clean cut and see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous, amazing, fabulous, beautiful Taurus. Let's see, we've got the 8 of Wands, we've got the 2 of Wands, we've got the 4 of Cups. All right, Wands and Cups. Work and spirit. Work and spirit. Work in your own, your work in the world, important work in the world, and your own spiritual path. You're doing great, Taurus. This 3 of Cups is what we call sometimes the good karma card. And why that is the 3 is the card of, all 3s are cards of Saturn, the way I read. And Saturn gets a bad rap. People think Saturn's like this evil planet, malefic planet, and it is no such thing. Saturn rewards you, or sometimes people think of it as punishment, based on your work, what you do. It's the ultimate cause and effect planet. It's the planet of law. And your law is very clear that you've done well and that you can expect very amazing outcomes. Now, planet Saturn is very slow moving, which is wonderful because it may take a while, to see the full benefits of this, but they are long lasting, even lifetime benefits, because you've been working on yourself for so long. And it's wonderful. It's beautiful. Now, this 8 of Wands is saying that it's recently been time for you to lay down some burdens, to lay down some things that have been burdening you. Some of those burdens may be work-related, but they may not be. And a lot of times when it takes you time, Taurus, to get those burdens removed, you get very impatient with yourself and with the process, thinking that there's something amiss or something wrong with you, or that why are you still going through what you're going through? And this 3 of Cups is trying to reinforce the reminder to you that you have no reason to be impatient with yourself. You're doing great. Some things just take a while. Some things are challenging, and that's fine. You don't need to rush. There's no rush. In fact, Saturn doesn't allow rushing. So you're right in the right place doing the right thing, and the universe is extremely pleased with you. So if the one thing that so far that I'm getting here is that if you could be as pleased with you as the universe is pleased with you, you wouldn't even consider feeling so overburdened. You wouldn't even consider feeling impatient with yourself or feeling that you're in the wrong place, doing the wrong thing ever. You're not. You're doing amazingly well. So let's see what else is going on with all you guys. Oh, this nice death card. Well, that means that these burdens are probably leaving you forever. So let's see why you're so impatient. It seems like those things are just dissolving. Well, I think maybe you think that for some of you, I think this Hermit card is telling me that some of you think that maybe you should be wiser or something like that, or that you shouldn't be so easily, I don't know, it's going to be so different for each of you, maybe so easily hooked by things or whatever. Don't do that to yourself. There is no, I should be wiser. You're just as wise as you need to be. You're doing really well. I mean, I think that's just an ego trick, to tell you the truth, Taurus, because when you are doing well, what does the ego do? It responds by saying, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. It's just like, okay. So when you hear this, something's wrong with you from between your ears, recognize, oh, I must be doing pretty well, or the ego wouldn't be all up in my shit today. You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing to see death, hermit, justice, like all in a row on this top row, opening up your reading. Justice is right on top of that Three of Cups, saying you've done well. And anybody that's gotten in your way, anything that happened along the way, even very old things that have happened on the way where maybe there were resentments, maybe you were mistreated, maybe you were unfairly treated. All of that's getting itself worked out in its own way. And anything that you lost is coming back to you with interest. And it's just up to you to be in the moment with this Hermit card. In the moment. What do I do here? What is the right thought here? What is my best response here? Not this big, long, like, give me the big picture thing. The Hermit doesn't like to give you the big picture because the big picture is kind of silly to think in terms of big picture. We need to look at small picture. We need to look at what is in front of us. That's where our power lies. Big picture has its place, but not in your day-to-day life. In your day-to-day life, where the wisdom is where the rubber meets the road, not great concepts as much. Those are good. But for you right now, it's getting down to what's in the present moment and how willing am I to be guided and led by infinite intelligence, by my inner teacher, by my inner guide. Look at this gorgeous guide that you have. Shining wisdom, shining light, shining enlightenment. Everywhere you look, there's that opportunity to be enlightened. That opportunity for wisdom, that opportunity to know exactly what to do. Always there, right? And so the ego likes to upset the apple cart by saying, yeah, but you don't want to know what that inner guidance says. You want to know what's taking so long. You want to know about tomorrow. You want to know about next week. You want to know about when am I going to get the ... Right? And that's and what we want to get into here, Taurus, is that once you understand that infinite intelligence not only has your fondest desires as theirs for you, but more than you even know is possible for you. So rather than worrying about where is this or where is that or when's this going to happen or when's that going to happen, let's go where your power is, and that's in the present moment. And just say right here, right now, what is my highest thought? Where do I go? What do I do? What do I say? How do I say it? Do I keep quiet? What is it? And you'll be guided. You know you will. This is a real obvious indication that you already are involved with that amazing intuitive process that you have, right? And you don't have to worry about the future because the future's already safe. Look at this. She's got it tied up, that goddess of justice, that goddess of restitution. But you can call on it. You can call on the goddess of restitution just to know, just to make sure that you feel safe, that your future is safe, and that things are being handled on your behalf, and that the universe didn't forget about you. Marianne Williamson said, what did she used to say? Did God lose my file? God didn't lose your file. Everything's just right where it needs to be. So you're safe staying in the present moment. You're safe letting the past go too. That past is you want this death card to repurpose your past. That's what that is. Death is simply compost. That's all death. The most death can do is bring compost so that there's new life. And you want to compost your old problems in the past, right? Your old burdens, the things that used to weigh you down. You want those to be fertilizer for all of the new. And that's exactly what's happening for you. And you don't even have to do anything about it except for stay in the moment and be guided and be led. And that doesn't make you less important as a spiritual person, that you don't need to know everything. It makes you more important because you are actually a usable vessel. You're a usable instrument for the universe. You are functioning as a high-functioning soul here. And the universe is so happy for you and with you and about you. So they want you to be happy too. And the way you can be happy is by staying present, letting the past be, and letting the future be too. Know that your future is safe. You can remind yourself of that. My future is safe. My future is safe. It's safe for me to let go of the past and let it die. And it's safe for me to know that my future is safe. And therefore, I know that me being in the present moment and being guided and led each and every step of the way is the highest form of interaction here in the physical world. All right, so you've got 3 trump or major arcana cards. So if you have time and you want to do some of my guided meditations, the death card is called Letting Problems Die. It's a nice one for letting go of these burdens. This Hermit card is a beautiful card, isn't it? It's called Working with Your Inner Guide. And that's not a bad meditation either because it gets you back into staying present with that inner guide so that you're always listening and you're always in your optimum power. And then I've got one for the Justice card, which is called Invoking the Goddess of Restitution, which is going to help you feel safe about your future because everything is already working. There's already a plan. It's in place and nobody can mess with it except for you. And you can't even mess with it, but you can delay it by not staying present in the moment. So you don't want to do that. You want to let the future handle itself. You want to let the past be in the past. You want to stay right in the present and allow that inner guide to show you exactly where to be, how to be there, how to be the most optimal expression of your soul, your unique soul that you can be. You, Taurus, are doing great. This is amazing. What a beautiful reading. I'll be back in 2 weeks for another reading with you and for you and all of that. Thank you so much to Delene and Dre for moderating, and we will see you in 2 weeks, Taurus. Blessed be.